With all the new stuff that he'll be going over tonight, you'll be surprised what you don't know. You'll be glad that you came out. It's going to save you a lot of aggravation and time and money in the future. Thank you for your time. Peter Coll. Thank you.
Thanks, G. This is an interactive presentation. It works best when you guys interact with me and when I interact with you. I always learn something in every class I ever do, whether it's a class that I did in Istanbul about 3 weeks ago, or Bahrain last year, or Osaka, Japan, or University of Northwestern Ohio, or Connecticut a couple nights ago. I learn something everywhere I go. And hopefully I'll learn something tonight. Hopefully you guys will learn something tonight. We're going to start with a little bit of review, and what I can tell you is some of the stuff we're going to cover in the very beginning becomes extremely important at the end. Okay? So you may have seen some of it before, but we're going to kind of breeze through it and point out the highlights in the beginning. Then we'll get to some diagnostic tips, some stuff on tools and SAE, and eventually we'll talk about refrigerants. First question, which came first? Industrial air conditioning, refrigerators, automotive, or home air conditioning? Industrial. Industrial. Excellent. You win a prize. Well, not really, but... I show you that because that's one of the refrigerants that's under consideration to go in the cars. There's going to be a new refrigerant to replace 134A. That's for sure. I can guarantee it. By the way, who has a bigger car market, the U.S. or Europe?
Europe.
Europe. Very good. Slightly larger, but it is a larger car market than ours. So, anyone thinks that our horse is leading the parade? No, we're not leading the parade. Right now, Europe's leading the parade. So we're just kind of following behind them. We can kick and scream and yell and whine all we want, but the end result is, we're going to end up doing what the rest of the world wants to do. But I believe it will be 1234YF. I believe it is coming. There's new equipment requirements, etc. The biggest concern that I have is that people will begin putting everything and anything unless they change the laws on 134A and restrict what you can do related to 134A. If I'm Joe Backyard Mechanic and you're not going to let me buy the new refrigerant, but you're going to let me buy an adapter and a can of the old one and tell me that, it's okay, it'll work great, I'm going to do that. If you let me buy the new stuff, and not let me buy the adapter, well, I wouldn't have a choice. I guess I'd have to buy the new stuff.